I'm Lorna Illingsworth, a mortgage advisor for Protection Investment Southampton, and today we're going to look at shared ownership mortgages. Shared ownership is a government-backed scheme that allows you to purchase a share of a house or flat, usually between 25% to 75%, and pay rent on the remainder. You will also usually pay a monthly ground rent or service charge. Your deposit will be based on the share that you're buying, so it may mean that you won't need as large a deposit, and your mortgage payments will be lower than if you were purchasing 100% of the property. It can be a more affordable option for those struggling to save a large deposit. The main costs to consider are your mortgage payments, rent payments, and the monthly service charge and ground rent. Your mortgage payment will depend on how large the share you've bought is and the interest rate you've secured. Typically, the rent that you'll pay will be around 2 to 3% of the share the landlord owns. The landlord will review the rent usually each year, and depending on when you signed the lease, the most the rent can be increased by is either the retail price index plus 0.5% or the consumer price index plus 1%. You can buy more shares of your home. This is called staircasing. If you buy more shares, you'll pay less rent as the amount of rent you pay is based on the landlord's share. This may mean that your mortgage payments increase if you increase your mortgage to purchase more shares. You can purchase additional shares at any time, but the cost of the share will depend on how much your home is worth when you want to buy the additional shares. This can mean that the shares are now more expensive than when you first purchased the property, if the value has increased. When you purchase more shares, you'll need to pay for a valuation of the property, and there may be an admin fee when you do this. Although you don't own the property in full, you will be able to paint and decorate a shared ownership home as if it's your own. You're responsible for the repairs and maintenance of the property no matter what share you own, but you may need to ask permission from your landlord to make any structural changes. If you've bought 100% of your home through staircasing, you can sell the property on the open market. If you don't own 100%, you'll need to offer it to the landlord first. They will then look to sell it to another shared ownership buyer. The amount you receive from the sale will depend on how much the property ends up selling for and the share you own. So if it has increased in value, you may get more than the price of the share you originally purchased. The main advantages are that it can get you onto the property ladder more quickly, and you can buy more shares as time goes on, which may make it cheaper than renting. If the property has increased, you'll benefit from this increase when you go to sell. However, if the value has increased, it could be more difficult to buy more shares. There may also be higher costs involved when buying more shares or selling the property than a standard sale. If you're interested in a shared ownership mortgage, get in touch with us either by calling us on 02380 668 407 or visit our website at pillsouthampton.co.uk.